Hey, Mr. Jim. My name is Dallin Broomfield, and I'm the owner here at Iron Chest Pest Control Marketing. This video here is the custom website screencast that you requested through your email. So in this video, I'm going to go over your website and I'm going to leave you with some tips and tricks on how you can improve your online presence and overall just generate more traffic, leads, and sales through your website. If you could, please give me some feedback on what you thought about this video. But without further ado, the three things that we're going to talk about today is content, citations, and backlinks. So content is king, and this is typically in the video that I really dive into a lot of the content, but you guys are already doing pretty well with this. So I just want to give you a little bit more extra steps to what to do after you get the content. So looking at this keyword, pest control Butler PA, this keyword gets searched 150 times and it has a keyword difficulty of 1. So if I wanted to get found for that keyword, what I would do is I would come over to my website and I would make sure that that exact match keyword was inside my header, down in my content a few times, and then I would even save all of my images as keywords as well, right? And you got B ant wrote it. So you're doing really well at the keyword placement. So next up, what I would do, because if we're coming over and looking at your site, which we'll go into more of this in a little bit, but we could see that Pest Control Butler PA is already being found on your site. It says you're sitting on position 6 and you've got about 7 people traveling to your website every month. So if we wanted to get more traffic in on the Butler PA, we got to get this position up. So what I would do is I would look at my competitors and see what my competitors are using for content on their website. So just quickly looking at debug pest control, we can see that the keyword pest control is actually being found in there on this page 16 times. And if we come over here and look, it's only being found 5 times. So the majority of that is they have more content, cleaner content. You see that you only have 501 words of content. They have got, I think, 2,000. Yeah, 2,058 words of content. So they're just beating you out in that way that they're using more content, they're using more relevant key terms, and the algorithm is identifying that they are better than you. And that can be fixed with some content updates to where you can make your content align better with what the algorithm is actually wanting. So that is my number one tip for you is to make sure you're using exact match keywords in your content, but also looking at what your competitors are doing in sense of how they're using their content to outrank you and adjusting as you go. So the next up, I'm going to Google the keyword pest control Saxonburg, PA. And the reason why I wanted to do this one was just to kind of show you where you're ranking, right? You're ranking number 1 or number 2 here in the maps and number 1 on this organic. So doing really well in that Saxonburg area. But if we come over to the Butler, PA area, pest control Butler, PA, and we search this keyword, the first thing that you're going to find is going to be the local service ads. This is a very effective lead platform that Google offers. I do highly recommend running it, especially from like March 1st to the end of October. But for the sake of the video, we're going to stay on the local organic side of things. So this next section right here is your map pack. And in my opinion, this is the best place to be in because of your Google reviews. People trust reviews like their grandma. And so it's good to get a consistent review pattern and be responding to those reviews. Google loves to see that you're interacting with your customers that way. Another good way to interact with your customers is to be making weekly Google posts and posting about your products and services. But most importantly is citations. This is my tip too, is citations. So citations are simply just online directories. Anywhere where your business name, address, or phone number is listed is going to create that citation for you. And the more of them you have, the more authority and rank that you're going to have up in the local maps. So specifically for this location, since you have one profile that's already verified down in Saxonburg, and we could see it right here on the map, which is good, but it's going to be really hard to show up in Butler when you're that far south and there's businesses that are verified in Butler. So what I would recommend for this specific situation is to allow us to verify a new Google business profile for you up in Butler. So that way, just like when somebody Googles Saxonburg, PA, Pest Control Saxonburg, they can find that profile down there and your website. Well, if they do it here, they would be able to find your Butler, PA business profile and then again your Butler, PA, your website for Butler as well. Next one down, this is your organic traffic. This is where the website would go. And when we're talking about Google, Google is just a big popularity contest. And so the more relevant backlinks that you have linking back to your website are basically just these other websites that are raising their hand and saying, hey, this guy is trusted and authoritative and deserves to be up at the top of Google. So my tip number 3 is more backlinks to the website. And I hope you found valuable information into this video, and I look forward to getting some feedback from you on what you thought. Thank you. Take care.